My parents put me up for adoption as a child because I was a boy. Now, after 20 years, they are contacting me and demanding money, claiming it is their right because I am their son. I was 6 when they shipped me off. My parents already had 2 daughters, and I was the unplanned mistake. They dressed me in my sister's hand-me-down skirts to save money, sent me to school in their old uniforms. I got bullied every single day. Kids would circle me on the playground calling me names, pulling at my hair, asking why I dressed like a girl. One day I came home crying and found Mom had bought my sister's brand new holiday outfits. Beautiful dresses with ribbons and bows. Something snapped inside me. I took scissors and cut everything into confetti. I know it was wrong, but I was 6 years old and desperate for them to see me. Mom didn't ground me. She put me up for adoption. For a month, no one wanted me. My parents made sure I knew it too. See? Even strangers think you're worthless, Mom said at dinner while my sisters got seconds and I got nothing. Then Dad found Mary and John 2 towns over. They ran a food truck and were poor. They'd been trying to have kids for 15 years. When Dad told Mom they agreed to take me, she jumped up and hugged my sisters. Finally, we can use his room for storage. I stood in the doorway. Dad saw me crying, but didn't hug me. Just said, pack your stuff. We leave tomorrow. That night I heard her through the walls. Who cares if he never goes to school? At least we won't have to look at him anymore. The drive was silent. Dad didn't say goodbye when he dropped me off. Mary and John's place was tiny. 1 bedroom for them, and they'd converted their storage closet into my room. They'd painted it blue and put up a small bed. Mary hugged me when I walked in. I flinched hard. I'd never been hugged before. Welcome home, sweetheart, she said softly. I didn't trust them for months. I thought they'd send me back if I messed up, but they never raised their voices at me, never skipped my meals. When I broke a plate, John smiled and said, accidents happen, buddy, and helped me clean it. Their food truck was parked outside. I could see them working 16-hour days in the heat and cold. When I turned 10, I started helping at the register. I was good at math. John taught me everything about running a business. After high school, I wanted to help full-time. They were getting older, tired, but they insisted I go to college. You're going to do bigger things, Mary said. They paid for everything with their savings, business and accounting, every cent they'd saved for 15 years. On graduation day, they cried in the front row. I'd invited my biological parents. They didn't show. After college, John handed me $47,000, their entire life savings. Start your own business. We believe in you, son. I found a struggling eatery at a prime location. Convinced the owner to lease it to me. Took 12 rejections before someone said yes. I gutted the place, changed the menu, worked 18-hour days. Within a year, we were packed every night, made back double their investment. I opened a second location, then a third. 4 years later, I owned 3 successful cafes in town. Moved Mary and John into a beautiful apartment. Last month, I was at the register during lunch rush when I saw him walk in. My biological father. He didn't recognize me at first. Complained about prices. Then his eyes landed on me. He went pale. Is that really you? Can I help you, sir? He tried to smile. Son, we've been looking everywhere. Your mother and I, you knew exactly where I was. Look, your sisters are getting married. Both of them. Since you're doing so well, we thought we're family. It's your duty to help. How much? $30,000 for each wedding. I pulled out my phone, showed him my banking app. See this? You're right. I'm doing well. Know why? Because Mary and John believed in me when I was worth nothing. They worked 16-hour days to send me to college. Gave me their life savings. They're my parents. But where you're real, you shipped me off when I was 6 because I cut up clothes. Dressed me in skirts. Let me get bullied. Told me I was worthless. His face went red. We were struggling. We made a mistake. Yeah, you did. Security. 2 staff appeared. Dad shouted about family obligations. As they escorted him out, I called after him. Tell Mom I said hi. Tell my sisters congratulations. They can pay for their weddings with all the money you saved not raising me. He called 67 times that week. My sisters texted long messages. Mom sent an email about forgiveness. I blocked them all. Mary asked last night if I was okay. I told her I'd never been better. She hugged me the way she's done for 20 years. Some families are born, some families are chosen. I chose right.